Let's just talk, see how they talking at us. Okay, hold up. Let's see. Sorry.
Grow up. Grow up. It's like you don't even understand politics. Okay, politics, it's just this. Okay, it's a sports game. And the elections are the matches. There's no other time to get involved. So if you want to do something,
Hold up. Let's start that
grow
over.
up. Grow up. It's like you don't even understand
What did I say? What did I say? He's an influencer. First thing he tells you, grow up. Grow up. You don't even understand. I mean, politics is just this. It's just some imaginary thing that you don't know. What did I tell you? To try to shame you, to get you to even first start even listening. Let's keep going.
politics. Okay, politics, it's just this. Okay, it's a sports game. And the elections are the matches. There's no other time to get involved. So if you want to do something, now's the time to step up. Oh, so you're mad. You're mad because Joe Biden is supporting some war crimes. What the fuck do you think a president is? Okay.
Throwing some F bombs in there. What the fuck do you think a president is, huh? You stupid motherfuckers. Okay? You should fucking die. You don't know nothing about nothing. Like literally, what is this? This is how y'all talk to black people. This is how they pay motherfuckers like this to talk to black people in this kind of way and to think that that's going to force us to vote. And in some cases, it does get some of these stupid motherfuckers out there voting because y'all ain't paying no attention. You'll say the same shit. Just listen to what he just said.
So if you want to do something, now's the time. Okay, politics, it's just this. Okay, it's a sports game. And the elections are the matches. There's no other time to get involved. So if you want to do something, now's the time to step up.
Just basically saying you ain't did nothing this whole time. So if you want to help out a little bit, at least bring your ass out now. And you may internalize that and say, you know what, I only voted for the last election. I really ain't been out there. It ain't your fault. In a sense, yes, we should be a lot more engaged. But it's up to the government and the people out there and even the president to put forth education and information to help us better understand the process so that way we can make better decisions. I've seen other presidents and leaders do it on a major level. Hell, I've seen Gaddafi put out the Green Book. He had a little green book, and all the people in the motherfucking country knew everything in that motherfucking book. And it had a lot to do with what their processes were and a lot to do with why they hate the democracy that we have in other countries because a lot of it's fake democracy. But also, I know Cesar Chavez when he was, Hugo Chavez. When he was in office, out there in Venezuela, he would actually host TV shows where he would take, first of all, they would give information on the politics and the government and the economy and stuff live on these, TV networks. You know what I'm saying? Here the president is really giving this on a, not daily, but a continual basis, maybe weekly or something like that. So people always was informed. But on top of that, he was taking calls from people. He would take call-in calls just like they would on some of these shows today and start to hear from the people what they thought and what their problems were and what he can do to help and what's the process and whatever the case may be. So, I mean, he was the motherfucking president. Today over here in America, we try to say he's the president. Do you think he has time for all that? Hell yes, he has time for all that. Do you see how many times you've seen these presidents go to golf courses and dinners and speaking engagements, and all this other random ass shit? Get out of here if you think that they can't spend some more time informing the people on how to better navigate the process of this democracy. So let's keep it going for the punk ass nigga right here.
Oh, so you're mad. You're mad because Joe Biden is supporting some war crimes.
He's supporting war crimes like the Israel war crimes that's been going on, like the ones where they're blowing up babies and everybody's actually seeing it. See, this is one thing I'm going to be going off on and really going into on another day, a topic about how the war you don't see has now turned back into the war that you do see. At one point, we used to be able to see the wars. A lot of the correspondent press, the press correspondents, reporters, whatever, was always, able to go to these war torn areas, just freely, and they're risking their lives, but they're trying to get a story and they try to tell what's going on. And for the most part, most wars allowed that up until about the Vietnam War. The Vietnam War basically started. That's when they started barring. There's a documentary called "The War You Don't See" by John Pilger, and they basically started barring out a lot of these press agents, press reporters, and things of that nature, and journalists and shit, and basically was like, look, if we're gonna show anything on TV, it's gonna come directly through our people, which means the journalists will be sent with military guides and they would be told what they can and cannot show, and they would be told the type of narrative that they're supposed to say about whatever they're going to show and all this other stuff. So then you got this whole era of people not being able to see what's going on in other countries, and so people are bombing, and that's when you got Afghanistan, and was easy to and Iraq was easy to bomb because and tell us any kind of stories because it was just hard to really tell what the truth was. There was not a whole lot of video cameras. There was definitely not a lot of cameras in everybody's hands. There was no internet like that. It was just real. Everything was still up and coming. But you have a today's time. You have I can't talk today, but you have today's time where technology has now taken over every facet of our lives to where everybody has a fucking camera in their house, in their hand. And not only do they have a camera in their hand, most people have a wantingness to want to be seen, even at the last end of their days. If they're out there fighting in the battlefield, I've seen it in the Ukraine wars and other ones, they're fighting out in the battlefields and all this other stuff, and they videotaping themselves, getting killed. Some of these people are wearing GoPros as they go out on these missions and they're uploading the footages of them being killed on GoPros. And I want to say that's kind of crazy and that's a little bit too far, but at the same time, people need to see this. People need to see what really goes on. What stops a soldier from really wanting to continue to do the carnage and rampaging that they really end up wanting to do? Typically, it's close encounters, fighting up close with people and seeing the carnage and having to actually stab and kill a person and multiple people and the scary things you fear of your life, the smells, the sounds, like that is enough to make you want to be like, look, man, fuck this. This ain't for me. This ain't for nobody. But when you take that away from the people, we're not going to revolt as much because it takes a multitude of people to come together to stop a corrupt leadership that's sending a bunch of people out to do devious shit in other countries. So I've said this kind of stuff for years. Now you have the war that you do see. Everybody's seeing the stuff that's going on in Israel. Everybody's seeing these babies being bombed and stuff. And I was one of the few. John Pilger did videos way back in the day, as well as other people who talked all about these wars. He had cameras out there showing people. I was crying long ago, more than 10 years ago, watching babies being pulled out of rubble, being blown up, body parts shot, all this other stuff. I've been knowing this stuff is going on, and I've been trying to say it takes a lot of people online to make noise that eventually wakes up the masses to start making more noises in the street to eventually help to curve some of the decisions that are being made by the military industrial complex. So I be seeing a lot, but let me get back on it because I can go on that forever. That's why people, and he's saying that Obama so you're mad that he's supporting some crimes. Yeah, nigga, we hella mad he's supporting some crimes. Nobody wanted to see babies getting blown up and killed. They gonna blow up a hospital and be like, oh, we blew up the hospital because Hamas was under the hospital. So we had to blow up the hospital on top with the kids in it to get to Hamas under it. You see, they used them as human shields. Fuck out of here. The crazy thing is, people are not gonna believe this stupid ass shit no more. Now you gotta say this shit out of your mouth. They used to be able to just print the shit up in motherfucking papers, print it up on print, and this and that. People believe it, and you just go on about your day. Now you gotta come out and we get to see you face to face on camera and tell us a motherfucking lie, and we can tell what the fuck you lying about. We can see the little lying ass cues you got going on, hoe ass motherfuckers. But anyways, let's get back on these niggas real quick because I'm way off topic and I can do that sometimes.
What the fuck do you think a president is? Okay? That's what they're supposed to do. And they're supposed to fill their administration up with as many war criminals as possible. My question to you is, do you want those war criminals to all be white men? Or do you want some of them to be women of color?
That was the end. Super cringy. LGBT dude, and he's women of color. But on top of that, he said that the president is supposed to place people, warmongers within the cabinet. And that's what he's supposed to do. Let's put not peacemongers, warmongers. And would you like some of those warmongers to be women of color? No, nigga, I would rather not have warmongers. Are you stupid? This is one of the people. But of course, let me go to the next one because I'm going to try to get through this because I have some shit I got to do. But let's go to the next shit. The next one. This is somebody they pay.